Radio Cairo presents Literary Readings, a weekly program prepared and presented by Saleh Shawadfi. Hello there and welcome to this edition of the program. One of the themes still polarizing intellectuals and men of letters concern is the status of translation in the various world countries that constitute our global village. Translation, say prominent Egyptian men of letters, is a bridge between world peoples. The more cemented it is, the more cultural interaction and hence the more understanding. It stands to reason that no culture can possibly survive if landlocked in insularity. Any cultural configuration is bound to be affected by interaction with other cultures, a factor which ushers in new themes and innovative structural formulas. Without such interaction, any given isolated culture is likely to gradually decline until it eventually fizzles out. It's out of this conviction that Egypt has been supporting the process of translation from and into Arabic to maintain cultural interaction. Taking part in this vehement endeavor and side by side with the private sector are several governmental institutions, ahead of which is the General Egyptian Book Organization. Egypt believes in the unity of mankind, and translation is a vital element in the service of that ultimate objective. A preserved meal from the ancient past. Listeners who are fascinated by ancient Egypt and her civilization may get interested in the latest archaeological find. This time, the unearthed material is not a gold sarcophagus, a pyramid, or another sphinx. Strange enough, the latest find is preserved food. Yes, food. Pieces of cheese, some 2,200 years old, were found in a Saqqara tomb. Previously, other food kinds such as grain, bread, loaves, and vegetables were found well preserved among the funerary articles in other tombs. However, the excitement the Saqqara cheese has triggered emanates from the dazzling fact that the bacteria in it, according to chemists of the Egyptian Antiquities Organization, are still living, fresh, and capable of bringing about the fermentation process necessary for making new cheese. Well, listeners, much has been found out about ancient Egypt, but this latest discovery renders it certain that much more of that glorious past hasn't been raveled yet. The mariner, sailing across shoreless, bottomless seas, gets used to drowsiness. It becomes his second nature, and on he drifts, giving the lead of his time-old sails to the spirited wind. Yet, and quite unawares, he is apt to be spurred by some sudden stillness of gale and wave to stand up, shade his eyes against the distracting clouds, and look far ahead and far back. Gradually, he remembers the blessing of the question asking, where was his first port of departure? Where is his destination harbor? Where, what, how, and why? Well, such are the questions apt to suddenly shake one to the roots across the benumbing passage of everyday life. Our Mariner poet today is Adil Azzat, an Egyptian modernist poet who, exploring his innermost entity, writes The Young Man's Tales. Spirits at sunset inhabit me, and there is a shore in whose night I delve every evening, a dreaming stranger, whose company is sought by another dreaming stranger. Into the trance of star watching I get absorbed, while in the abdomen of rocks did the seas treasure their secrets, and mindless are the waves of the prairie wanderer, while spirit inhabited I've been since sunset. Hence went I to the purple flames shrouding my vision, and bending over her bathing in the Nile, inherited by incense one night I was to amulets whose fortresses into ashes have turned. Drowned in the briny, whose murmurs are but supplications, whose wages and rewards will have to be awaited till the end of time. Unwatched did I steal away to a mount whose darkness could lead to the essence of truth, and there I cried, "What is a play being acted on the scene of the vast labyrinth?" As if some light in no words did answer, identical were objects, like 1,000 babes stirring in their sleep, and there were dreams strewn with dew and sorrow. My cry outrang in the wilderness, yes, my cry outrang in the wilderness. And with that poem,